And thank you so much for tuning into Respectfully with Miss Pretty Young Thing. I'm your girl PYT, and let's get into it. So y'all, I'm a little behind when it comes to my uploads. It's been a very stressful week with work and a very celebratory week for YouTube because we are an official YouTube partner, baby. I put in my application. They said it was going to take up to 3 months. They got back at me in less than 24 hours. The turnaround time was actually pretty lit. So I'm definitely extremely excited for the journey that we are going to have together on here, okay? So I'm going to be doing my lashes today. And while we do that, we are going to be talking about last week's episode of Baddies, episode 13. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to upload it. I had some stuff going on my end as far as work. My workload was a little too much for me. So we're going to go ahead and do a quick get ready with me. I'm doing my lashes today while we talk about the last episode of Baddies Caribbean. Okay, let's get into it. All right, so that being said, y'all, if y'all could please do me a favor. While I'm doing these lashes, like, comment, subscribe, post notifications, and tell a friend that PYT is in the building, okay? So we still have some leftover lashes from IVORY. If you watched my last video, you can see that I did cluster lashes for the first time. And I actually really, really liked it. They lasted such a very, very long time. I know what I did wrong last time in order for me to do it right this time. I feel like I have enough lashes to do one more set before I go ahead and buy another set of clusters. So let's go ahead and get that done. So I'm going to go ahead and loosen these up. My lashes are clean. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that. So that being said, episode 13, last week's episode. Child, it was so much going on. I don't even know where to start. Okay, but they had they say they're not storyline, but the way that they be putting together these character setting plots, it'd be irking me. Like, they had 3 different scenes going on. The first scene, you had the newbies and Scotty out front, which DTB ends up being a part of. Another scene, you got Scotty and Jaden taking a walk. Really? Y'all claim it's not scripted, but there's a lot of scripted looking activities happening here, okay? Thirdly, you had Natalie, Anna, Tasiki out back. And they end up being joined by, I think, was there too. She likes orange. Hold on, y'all. Tinkerbella. I think Tinkerbella was a part of that group. And Ivory ends up joining them as well as Lex. So let's just do it group by group. So, with the newbies and Scotty out front, Summer is having a discussion, basically feeling like Scotty should not have given anybody given Jasmine the chain over herself as well as over Lex. And respectfully, I do agree, okay? I do agree. There's nothing else for me to say except for the fact that I agree, to be honest. Because it's one of those things where it's just like, why did you give it to her, Scotty? I don't want to hear that girls excuse because I feel like Scotty uses it way too much. And I feel like there's not really a lot of truth that goes along with it because this episode, Jasmine wasn't really a girl's girl. And we're going to get into that. So basically, Summer felt like she deserved the chain over Jasmine. She felt like Lex was stripped of her opportunity as well, which we saw on the previous episode or whatever the case may be. She ends up apologizing to Jasmine for snatching the chain. But of course, Jasmine is going to make a theatric of it because this is not Summer's first time apologizing to her or whatever the case may be. So she's just like, of course I'll accept your apology if you actually mean it this time. Listen, hopefully she do because y'all, they little back and forth is becoming a little exhausting, if you ask me. Because it's one of those things where it's just like, it's less entertaining now because of the fact that they've already spilled everything that they had to spill in the forefront, like in front of the cameras or whatever the case may be. And it's one of those things where, I don't know, like it's not as entertaining. Like, let me know what y'all think about that. So from there, DTB ends up pulling up a chair, literally, and joining the discussion, okay? We love a good DTB. Pulling up a chair. And she's basically seeing what the girls are talking about or whatever the case may be. And she was trying to acknowledge something about Summer throwing piss at Bad Dolly. Now, apparently, that's not how it went down. How they broke it down is that Summer did not throw piss. She was trying to take a piss into a cup, and the cup overflowed onto Bad Dolly's foot. Either way, that's disgusting, okay? It's one of those things where it's just like, Bad Dolly is a better person than me because I don't understand why she's not fighting Summer for getting put piss on her foot. Like, I'm not gonna be okay with no circumstance like that. I'm sorry. But respectfully, it seems like Bad Dolly is a better person than me. Bad Dolly is a better person than me, baby. So there, basically, Bad Dolly feels some type of way. She felt like DTB was being messy when she brought it up. Was she being messy? I don't know, but she definitely did clock something that wasn't put into the episode, because apparently Bad Dolly announced that she wants to fight DTB or whatever the case may be. But we'll get into that. So from there, Summer does her apology or whatever the case may be. They get into it. DTB ends up pressing Pretty P in that circumstance about her sister kicking her. Now, I did say this on my Instagram live, my YouTube live, that I don't feel like that situation made any sense to me. So what I mean by that is, when it came to the Pretty P situation and her sister in air quotations, it's not believable to me. And I mentioned that before, as far as it being her sister. Was it somebody that Pretty P, flew on my hand. Was it somebody that Pretty P knew? Maybe. Was it her sister? Probably not. Reason being, the timeline doesn't make any sense. For you to go all the way to a whole nother city, get arrested and all, for putting your hands on DTB in Chicago the night before they're going to Milwaukee, like, that doesn't make any sense at all. Like, it doesn't. I think that they're like making it a part of Pretty P's storyline, but I am inclined to believe that that is not the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Let me know in the comments how you feel about it. Either or, I love how Pretty P is standing on business about it, because DTB is just like, you and me gonna have to see each other when it comes to this situation. And Pretty P's like, it ain't no problem. In her Shannon Sharp voice, okay? Because one thing about Pretty P, she gonna stand on business. She is going to stand on business. So then they find out that they're going to Milwaukee next, or at least that's when they announce it on the show or whatever. So as far as the Biggie and Jaden situation, Biggie and Jaden end up taking a walk, right? They want to tell us so bad that these circumstances are not scripted. But why in a million years would Biggie and Jaden take a walk? Like, I don't think they thought that through. Because it doesn't really make any sense why that would happen on a regular basis. And I feel like the show is becoming less and less believable when it comes to the drama, to a point in time where now it's looking like that they literally are coming at each other too much and for too far long, because both of them don't have a storyline to hold on to. Because to me, I feel like it was wrong for Jaden to have gone at her in the first place. And I'm tired of talking about that because it's still one of those things where it's just like, Jaden, you hopped in the girl's business. You bopped her with flowers. She had every right to drag you on your birthday. Do it like it's your B-day. It is what it is. But at the same token, like, I don't understand why they even attempted to make it, to like try to do this little solo dolo thing with them doing the little sit down or whatever you want to call that situation, because I knew it wasn't going to lead nowhere. Like, they don't like each other. They're never going to like each other. And then even if there's a future for them to potentially like each other, they're not going to show it for the sake of both of them not having a storyline. That's just what it is. So basically, they taking a walk, and Jaden is expressing that she feels like Biggie was wrong. I want to say 2 episodes back, when she was coming at her friends crazy, when all they were doing was like chilling while, I guess maybe it was like raining outside or something like that, and they were waiting for the weather to get regular so that they can go back to wherever the hell they came from or whatever the case may be. And Biggie felt some type of way because she's just like, why this girl getting princess treatment, bringing friends over to the place or whatever, and she felt some type of way. Did she have a reason to feel some type of way? Yes and no. Yes, because simply, Jaden, you're not even staying at this house. Did she even have scenes in that house that day? Like, nothing was shot for Jaden that day in that area for them to have needed to do glam that day in that area. I don't know. Like, it wasn't making any sense to me as to why she was there in the first place, if that makes sense. So it was one of those things where it was just like, Jaden, just why your friends ain't in your hotel again? Like, I'm confused. That whole situation, like, would have not went that way had Jaden been where she was supposed to be. And that's just what it is. And for Biggie to think that she's holier than thou, as far as her to have to ask for permission to bring her friends over there, as if her name is Lemuel Plummer, is beyond me. Because it's just like, girl, who you think you is? Who you think you is? I think she thinks she Johnisha or something. Because I don't even think this is behavior that Scotty would be able to get away with. No shade. No shade whatsoever. I love me some Scotty. So let me know in the comments how you feel about that, okay? So basically, she expressed that she don't like how Jaden expressed that she doesn't like how Biggie treated her friends when they were in the house or whatever the case may be. And Biggie's basically just like, I don't care. What's her name? Jaden is still carrying on with this narrative that she's small. And that she shouldn't have gotten that buck with her since her real issue that day was with Akbar. But Jaden, I don't want to hear that from you anymore, because it still doesn't change the fact that you jumped into and inserted yourself into something that had nothing to do with you. So therefore, the attention went over to you. You made it about you. You decided to throw your birthday flowers at her. So she simply retaliated by dragging you. So I don't know. I don't know what Jaden expected. Either or, what happens from there is Biggie persists that Jaden ain't got no personality. Okay. She basically starts making fun of her song. Bad built like a Barbie. She kept calling her Brick Barbie. You know, the huge. Nothing new over here. Nothing new, you know. Let me know in the comments how you felt about that whole ordeal, because it's one of those things where it's like, we know y'all don't like each other. So at this point in time, y'all dragging it. But I know it's not them dragging it. I know it's producers that's dragging it, allegedly. But it is what it is. So then we go over to Natalie, Anna, Tasiki, and I want to say Tika Bella. They were out back by the jacuzzi area of the house, or whatever the case may be. And they're talking about, still talking about how the joke went wrong, and that Ivory is still pissed or whatever. Which she has every right to be. She absolutely has every right to be. I know I would be upset too if I was in her shoes. So I get it. Like, don't nobody want to be toyed with, especially after you've already declared that you are trying to be in your soft girl era. So it's one of those things where it's just like, ciao. But anyways, Ivory comes outside. She's still pressing him about the name change. She feels like she's ready to fight somebody, whatever the case may be. And in the midst of her saying that, Lex ends up coming outside in her fighting gear. Child. Now, this is where the scene gets a little interesting, because Lex, basically, from what it looked like, is Lex comes outside just as Ivory is not about to fight whoever changed the name, aka Natalie, which we know Natalie was not about to fight her or whatever. But it gave that. It gave, since Ivory's not fighting in this scene, let's give her something else to get upset about or whatever. So this girl comes out in her wrestling gear. She over here looking like she ready to scrap. Got the shirt on, got the I think she had on leggings and a bonnet. It was just like, I'm like, what's up? What's the word? What we doing? And child, that pissed Ivory all the way off, because Ivory came out cute. That was the best look Ivory has had. Like, no shade. Like, she was put together. And I feel like that was the main reason why she was upset as she was. Because what she said on Instagram Live, because, you know, they be spoiling. Or was it TikTok Live? I don't know. It might have been TikTok Live. But what she said on the internets is that she was told to come to the house glammed up or whatever for the next scene or whatever the case may be. And she comes glammed up to check the OGs or whatever the case may be. Why you would come glammed up to check the OGs, I don't know. I don't know why she fell for the okie doke with that. But it seems to me that production played her a little bit. But let me know in the comments how you felt about that. Either or, by the time Lex was telling her that she wanted to run the fade, Ivory said no. Ivory was just like, I'm not going to fight you. I got cute. Which is weird, because as she's saying no, she's taking off her wig to fight. But as she's taking off her wig to fight, she's saying no. So it's one of those things where you came outside to fight an OG, whichever OG did the name change. But then when somebody steps to you about a fight, now all of a sudden you don't want to fight. Because it's one of those things where I can understand if she said that she's tired of fighting Lex, but it still comes off as PUSSY, because you already have announced that you're going to fight her every day for the rest of forever, all the way to the reunion, and then again in Africa if y'all both make it to Africa. So now you seem like you're dodging a fade, Ivory. You really do. Because it's one of those things where don't sit here and say, we going to fight every day. And then when she comes outside to fight you the very next day, all of a sudden, you don't want to fight every day. All of a sudden, I look cute today. All of a sudden, I've already fought you a million times and I'm not trying to fight you again. So, like, I don't know. I'm not going to say Ivory was scared, but she definitely ducked the fade. Because it's like, you can't say you were too cute to fight because you ripped that wig off with no problem. She actually took it off twice. So it's one of those things where it's just like, what is it? Why are you ducking the fade at this point in time? Because she said that I already whooped your ASS multiple times. But it's one of those things where it's just like, Ivory, did you really whoop her? Because I can't really say Ivory came up on top for any of their squabbles. Like, we really can't say that. So it's one of those things where it's just like, Ivory, you ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. Not at all. But let me know in the comments how you felt about that. Do you feel like Ivory was ducking a fade? Do you feel like she was being punani? Pussy. About the fade to begin with? Let me know in the comments. Okay? So all of that is going on. Ivory said that she's done. And it's crazy because Anna was actually trying to de-escalate the situation, but the more that Anna was speaking, the less Big Lex was willing to hear her out. And I don't even think that Big Lex has a true problem with Anna. I feel like she probably has preconceived notions from before she got on the show. Because you see how all the newbies came with their own, like, outside judgment or whatever the case may be. And I feel like she just don't like Anna. Like, y'all feel me? I feel like she just don't like Anna. So that is happening or whatever the case may be. And Lex wants one more round with Ivory or whatever because of the fact that she threw her drink in her face on the baddie bus. Now, I feel like Ivory, you should be able to understand that, because had it been the other way around, you would have fought tooth and nail to get your ones with Lex. Had it been you with a drink in your face. Okay, she splashed that thing all over the bus, not caring who it landed on. Y'all, we done with this eye. She's where she needs to be. I'm here for it, okay? But Ivory should have understood, but she wasn't trying to. She took off her wig, she put it back on, she took it off, and walked away with the wig in her hand. Like, she was confused. It was just a lot of moving pieces. So then from there, Lex ends up asking the ladies, will the real person who basically did the name change please stand up? Natalie is just like, it was me. So then Lex is just like, well, Natalie, I'm not gonna fight you. I respect you too much. Honestly, that is a power move. Lex is playing chess and not checkers. I don't care how much of this is like real or versus not real. Lex is really utilizing her resources, utilizing her degree, utilizing her brain. She said she is not going to be the next ET. She said she is not sneaking this young lady. She said she don't care if it was the head HBIC. Which one of y'all OGs is catching the fade for her? And I will say this with my chest. Them OGs are PUSSY, because she challenged y'all. It was a direct challenge. She said, one of y'all gonna catch this fade for Natalie. And they all laughed. Lexi better than me, because I just said, like, what's funny? One of y'all stand up. Like, one of y'all needs to stand up. Like, I'm not joking. This is no longer funny. This is not a drill. And I feel like if she pressed the circumstance, then somebody would have. But I find it very strange and kind of like plea copish for all of them to have sat down and just laughed it off as if she wasn't dead ass serious. Let me know in the comments how you felt about that scene, because, child, the way Tasiki and all of them just sat there like, ha 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 ha, oh, Lex, like, girl, she not playing. She not playing, and she should have followed up on that. She should have. But either or, it just didn't happen. So then the next scene, we have Rolly, Jayla, and Akbar. Okay? They're sitting inside or whatever. And basically, Rolly is giving them the 411 and catching them up on the Slim of it all. So she's letting them know that Slim is her new assistant or whatever, and that Slim, she got her running errands. She'll be at the house shortly or whatever the case may be. So then Slim gets there. Slim is there. Oh, before Slim gets there, they're like just talking, and Akbar has the audacity to ask, like, why she's her assistant, which is a good question. Like, why do you have a girl that you don't F with being your assistant, waiting on you hand and foot on different circumstances. Like, that don't make no sense. Like, I feel like personally, I would be weary of that situation too. And I feel like Akbar is definitely like onto something and saying that that don't make no sense. Okay. But then they asked Akbar, I think it was Akbar, ended up asking like, why Baddies? Like, why can't she do something else? Like, what's going on? Do she got felonies? And I don't know why that was so funny to me, because like, girl, once you go Baddies, you never want to go Sadie. Okay, that's why. The same reason why you came to Zeus. The same reason why you went to Love and Hip Hop. I feel like, I know DTB is the only one that is a self-proclaimed clout chaser, but y'all all chase a clout. Anybody that wants to be on TV or thrives to be a star is chasing clout, because it's not like they're like utilizing a talent, if that makes sense. It's not like they're not even clapping their hands or stomping their feet. So it's like, what are y'all really doing besides twerking on a stage? Okay, what are they really doing besides going to the club and fighting in houses and buses and in grass and get wigs snatched? Not really much other than that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you really can't say that it takes much to be a baddie, if that makes sense. And we already know Slim came in by way of One More Chance, OMC, or whatever. So it's not like the back door wasn't held open for her from other opportunities that she's already had with Zeus. So, you know, if I was on Zeus, I would probably understand too. The way they act like them checks are crack. Like, some people will do anything for money. So the question is, what would y'all do for money? What is the limit that you have? Would you be able to be your ops? You know, wait on them hand and foot, your ops assistant? Me, the way Rolly is, no. The way my op is, child. And not even op in that sense, because I'm in battle with no one. Absolutely no one. But in a sense of somebody that I don't like, that I would not like to take any sort of order from, waiting on them hand and foot, absolutely not. Absolutely, positively not. You're not going to catch me in no type of situation where I'm allowing you to tell me to grab you bottles of water to drink. No. Because what we not going to do is sit here and lower myself. I dropped it. Sit here and lower myself for reality TV for a check. Like, She might as well have told her to bark like a dog. Like, it was very, what's the word? I don't know. It was embarrassing. Like, I don't know what else to say. So basically, Slim comes in. Slim comes in with snacks. She got a bag full of snacks. She wearing a cute little outfit or whatever. Hair red. Respectfully, Slim, red is your color. Stick to it. That blonde, not so much. Okay, don't do that blonde no more. Okay, sweetie? But the blonde was looking really, really good. I mean, not the blonde, Lord. The redhead was looking really, really good on her. And basically, Rolly is just like, I didn't ask you to get snacks. I sent you on dummy missions to go run errands and get packages. Girl, what packages you sent her to get? You know Rolly love to smoke. You sent her to get goddamn paraphernalia and grava leaves, like a lighter or two. What did you send her to get? An ashtray, maybe? You know, girls, sometimes they could just be ashing their stuff on anything. But what exactly did you ask her to get? Because the way she was snapping as if she sent her to do important things, y'all taking this storyline, this alleged storyline, way too seriously. Because at this point in time, like, it's getting too much. So then from there, the ladies, the newbies, come down, are standing from the balcony while Slim is grabbing water for the ladies, or whatever the case may be, for Rolly, Jayla, and Akbar. And this scene is so cringe because you just see Summer, Jazz, Emma, and Bad Dolly standing on the balcony or whatever and just looking down. Well, looky here. She's staying with us? Heck no, we won't go. And it's like, for one, this is fake. Jazz, you don't like Summer. Jazz, I thought you were a girl's girl. Why are you not fighting for Slim's rights with Slim? You over here got your damn chain snatched off you for being too much of a girl's girl. But now you see all of this effery and you're all of a sudden okay with it. Like, what's up with that? I don't understand. I didn't understand at all. And I wasn't here for it. I ain't like it. I don't like that. Let me know in the comments how you felt about it. Ooh, let me turn the light on. Here we go. Let me know in the comments how you felt about it. Because for me, it was a big no-no. It was a big no-no. Because it was just like, why are y'all okay with this? You got Summer talking to her any type of way. Summer over here talking about something where your maid outfit on. That's not the type of outfit that you're supposed to wear and things of that nature. It was just like a lot happening when it came to that. Okay, so basically they start coming downstairs or whatever. Summer is saying that in order for her to stay in the house with them, she got to be everybody's assistant because apparently she's staying in the newbie house or whatever. They not effing with it. Blase, blase. Then basically Summer is telling her she got to get the hell out because she be talking about kids or whatever the case may be. And that leads to a whole ordeal. That situation went left real quick or whatever. And it turns into Slim versus Summer. Now, before that, I would like to point out, like I said before, Jazz, you said you were a girl's girl. You said you were a girl's girl. You watching all this unfold. You're watching your op, aka Summer none other, bully this girl, and you literally have nothing to say about it. Like, I don't understand. People be making these girls claims, and I feel like the only girl on the show is DTB, but we'll get into that in another time. So basically, they begin to fight. Slim, I don't know where all your fighting capabilities went, but it wasn't in this scene because the way Summer snatched her wig off, damn near snatched her off the table that she was standing on. First of all, Slim, why were you fighting in heels? Why were you fighting in heels? Rule number one, if you ain't got, DTB ain't teach y'all, you gotta have your sneakers on. And if you ain't got your sneakers on, at least take the heels off because, what we not gonna do is be going back and forth in this Airbnb, slipping and sliding in these green shoes. I took this one off. The glue isn't dry yet. But I feel like it was just like dumb for them to try to build this situation as if the newbies have a problem with her. Like, I feel like that whole storyline is just like really annoying. Like that whole situation with Slim. Like, I want Slim to stay. I am Team Slim, but I'm not Team Slim gotta be a slave in order to. No. I like Slim. Slim is giving us more entertainment in her sole presence than any of the new girls combined, to be honest. So it's like, what the hell? At least the ones that came downstairs. So it's like, what the hell? So she losing. She lost her wig. She's working on the table, looking like, in Rolly's words, the ultimate crackhead. And like I said, she should have took her shoes off. So then, off to Milwaukee. You know, there's nothing going on a bus ride if they take us straight to the city and we do not see any sort of dialogue on the way there. We didn't see them change. We didn't see nothing. We just see Milwaukee, no jet, conversations, nothing. So Natalie and them fly straight to the booking. The OGs were in the Sprinter. It was a packed venue. Somebody pointed out that these venues be packed because they be having the capacity of like 50 people with a long ass line outside of a shoebox. Respectfully, I agree 1,000,000%. At first, it really looked like they be selling out places. They got, look at this side. We love to see it. They got these venues packed out and things of that nature. But if you actually look at the size of the venue, it's the size of a living room. Like, you got them standing on a couch. It got to be a small stage, because remember how badly Bad Dolly fell off that thing? You can't sit here and tell me that it's a lengthy couch if Bad Dolly was slipping and sliding the way that she was. Okay? So it's one of those things where it's just like, 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 I'm still remembering her. She just, woo, felt like it was a trap door. It was crazy. So then from there, Ivory is crashing out in the baddie bus over her ops for to be there, because you already know this is Mel City or whatever. And she was like, oh, they gonna throw acid. That's that stuff that melts your skin. Listen, Ivory, you could tell she is the closest, the last to have graduated from high school out of everybody on that Sprinter, because we know what acid is, sis. You did not have to give us the definition. Tasiki looking outside the window, seeing everybody outside talking about something. It's Tuesday, go to sleep. Do you not want to get paid? Like, she confuses me. She just be irking me. So DTB, you see her scurrying in because this is Milwaukee. She does not want to get kicked in the gut again. She is not trying to get snatched out. Snatched! Hey. Her soul. She is not trying to get snatched out her soul. Okay. Jaden performed again. I'm more sick of this song than Biggie is. Okay? The crowd is screaming, pretty P. I was here for it because it was so funny. Respectfully, I love Big Lex, but they were not caring about her presence on that stage. She better than me, because I would have sent all my friends to come out. Let Baddies come to Miami and I make the cut. Oh yeah, we outside. Tell a friend to tell a friend. She's back. I'm paying for everybody's tickets. Everybody come. Everybody make sure y'all there early. Let's line up by the stage. Let's take shots together so that y'all can get a scene. I'm going to introduce y'all to Lemmy so that I can have a friend on the cast. Like, Lex was just like, let's get litty. And it was just like, Pretty P ain't even had to say nothing. They were just like, Pretty P. She said the city out. And I was just like, okay, Paula. Paula did her thing. I love me some Paula. Ivory snatched the mic with her drunk self, talking about some big Ivory. Girl, aren't they looking for you? I was so confused. Like, sis, you the one that said that you're up here. Why are you letting them know that you're present? They probably see you on the stage, but it don't change the fact that you're drawing an attention that they not gonna like. You should have sat demure. And it ended up biting her in the butt later. So basically from there on the way out, Ivory wig gets snatched. So Milwaukee is turning the hell up, right? Everybody's scurrying on to their vehicles. Jaden getting snatched up by her chain. They didn't snatch any. So shout out to her for wearing real chains. Ivory, she trying to get on, she holding on to her front or whatever. I thought she was gonna make it. She get on the bus, no wig. No wave cap. Just straight backs. I was just like, wait, how hard did they snatch? And they blurred out Mel's face. So it was just like, if she's gonna be on the episode in the season anyway, why did you not clear this episode? Like, that didn't make any sense to me. So either or, they get back to Chicago because they were only in Milwaukee for one day. The OGs are going shopping. Rolly over here doing a recap. They need to stop with these recaps because the seasons can really be 10 minutes long. 10 episodes long. Reunion, part 1, part 2, and then see you next year if they stop with these little recaps. See you next year, literally, because they be trying to stuff 3 different seasons in 1 year. And it's just like, what? Come on now. Come on now. Like, I don't understand. So then, really recapping the assistant situation with Akbar, Scotty, and Natalie as if Akbar wasn't there. Akbar over here listening to the news like she wasn't present for the situation. It was so weird. Natalie ended up calling Ivory on the phone, telling her to get the girls ready for the rage room. So they end up going to lunch. Okay. And Anna is mediating a situation between Biggie and Jaden. Tasiki there. Biggie's basically mad because Anna is cool with her op, which I can understand. But then at the same token, I feel like Anna is handling that situation incorrectly. But then again, at the same time, Biggie is being childish. So it goes both ways. Okay. So apparently the flowers that Biggie got bopped in the head with on Jaden's birthday were flowers that Anna bought her. Child, I would have been upset too. Like, you bought her those flowers and then it's her that told me and not you? Bitch. Like, I would have been mad. Okay. So basically from there, Biggie does not want Anna and to see. She don't want her friends to be, in her words, in the club, we all fam. But out here, no, we not. So she don't want her friends to be friends with her. She don't want Tasiki to like her. She don't want Anna to hang out with her. She don't want none of that. Okay, so Tasiki, Fate gets the activity text. They all go into the rage room. So then they go to the rage room. OGs arrive. Natalie is saying that somebody smashed the TV in the Sprinter. And apparently she got a invoice that read $30K for the TV. It's an expensive TV. Why would they put a $30K TV that's built into the bus on the bus? Why can't you just put up a TV mount in the bus, knowing dang well you're in a bus that people fight, people pissing in the bus, people doing all types of craziness? That's their fault, okay? Respectfully, since everybody that's ever scrapped on the bus, they need to get that a fraction of that taken off their check or whatever, unless they have true footage of Summer breaking it, because they're alleging that it was Summer. That being said, Jayla said that maybe it was Summer and that she was pissing on the bus. Scotty was trying to be devil's advocate, saying that the driver would not slow down on the Sprinter or whatever the case may be, and would not, stop at some sort of rest stop for her to pee. And apparently it had been multiple days, like 3 times in a row or something like that, that this happened. So it's like, you pissed multiple times, sis? Like, that's crazy. So then from there, the others start arriving, and Natalie ends up calling out Summer to her face about the $30,000, basically saying she owes an additional $2,500 cleaning fees for piss, the $30K for the TV, plus $2,500 for wall damages. So that's $35K total for piss, drinks splash all over the place, and breaking the TV. Child, that's a lot of money. So they laughing because it's just like, damn, does she even have that type of money? Or whatever the case may be, child. I would doubt any of y'all have that type of money, because it's not given that y'all got 401ks, Roth RAs, or anything. But I digress. Anyway, so Natalie ends up bringing a guest. She announces that Nunu is coming. Anna looks happy to see her a little bit, but you know that energy is just one of those things. It's just one of them days. Okay. It looks like the lashes have dried, so I'm just combing through them real quick, make sure nothing comes out. So she comes out looking good. She got her little tennis skirt with her little matching what you call it, jacket, got the nice little hair bundling or whatever the case may be. And Anna immediately runs up. Anna runs up. She about to get her ends, about to do her listen, Nunu was about to do her end. Biggie saved her because Biggie pushed her to the side and says, no, I gotta do this one. Child, Biggie was missing everything. She was fighting the air. She was swimming. Okay, Anna pulls her hair. Nunu starts working Anna, and then we're going over to the end of the episode. So it shows next time on the episode is going to be Nunu versus Biggie. Then we're going to have Anna versus Nunu. Then we're going to have Summer in the rage room. She raging like crazy. We're going to have Tinka checking somebody. And I knew immediately that it had to be Pretty P. Because who else would it be? Like, Tinka really does not have a storyline in this season, which is why she's checking people so aggressively. Remember, she did the same thing with Summer. And then I guess Akbar tried to de-escalate it. And she ends up coming at Akbar sideways or whatever the case may be. So then Tinka versus Akbar, maybe, probably not. We'll see about the reunion, but probably not. Because remember, Akbar got fired because of her trying to check Boss Man on Instagram Live. Ciao. So then, what else happens? DTB complaining on the bus saying she quit. Summer doing the most. We about to see all of that on the new episode. And apparently it's going to be Summer versus Slim again. Slim versus Rolly. I don't know. It's going to be a couple different things. So we going to see. My lashes are done, baby. I'm here for it. Big shout out to this pack. I'm definitely buying it again and again and again. The IMV lashes. I still got enough lashes in here to do one more set. I ain't going to hold you. They're going to be a little on the long side because I just have the mediums and the bases left. So they're going to be real thick. But I really appreciate y'all for taking the time to watching with me. Of course, the next episode already came out, so I will be doing my recap of that one as well. I wasn't able to do a Instagram live of the episode, but I will be back for, not the Instagram live, the YouTube live for the episode this week, but I will be doing it again starting next week for episode 15, because we back. Okay, all right. Please stay tuned for some of my other recaps that are coming. Jocelyn Cabaret reunion, Smile LA. What else we covering? Love and War and some of the others. Okay, please like, comment, subscribe, post notification bell. Okay, tell a friend to tell a friend by sharing this video. Okay. I really appreciate y'all for taking the time to watch this video with me. And thank you so much for watching PYT TV. New lashes, baby. Respectfully.